Hello everyone! I've so enjoyed watching the videos from your last lesson, and I can't wait to see everyone else's that hasn't turned them in yet. They've been super good, and it's super nice to see you guys' faces. I missed you guys so much, and miss getting to have our classes. But today we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started talking about the ideal decision-making model. So decision making is something that you will do your whole life. And it can be something that can be hard for some people to know what to say, how to make those decisions. So we're just going to practice a way to help you think through those different decisions and just weigh the outcomes and the pros and the cons with that. So you have a worksheet that you're going to fill out after you watch this short demonstration on how to go through it and what the ideal decision-making model is. So here we have the ideal decision-making model worksheet. So this one I've filled out as an example, but it has a different scenario up here. So you'll fill yours out on your own with your scenario. And so we'll just go through this one as an example really quickly. So the ideal decision-making model is all about just a way to think through decisions, helping you to think through consequences and outcomes and positives and negatives about different choices that you could make. So the I stands for identify the problem. So what is the problem in this scenario? So let's read the scenario first. Your friends want to go to a party at a senior's house. You've heard that this senior really likes to party and has been known for mixing drugs and alcohol. You've already heard that there will be alcohol there, and your friends are excited to try some. So the problem is, my friends want to go to a party at the house of a much older student where there will be different types of substances. So you don't know really what's going to happen. You know there'll be alcohol, but it seems like there might be some drugs. So the D stands for decide. So decide upon possible decisions that could be made. Consider all good or bad. So you're just going to list all the decisions you could make. So you're not choosing one. You're just anything that is possible, all the possibilities. So I've come up with 5 different possibilities. There's probably more. Number 1, go to the party but not participate in drinking or taking any type of drug. 2, don't go to the party and my friends go. 3, talk my friends into doing something else. 4, go to the party but only drink. 5, go to the party and decide to try some different drugs out. Okay, so let's evaluate each of the decisions listed above. So number 1, this could be a positive decision. So basically, going to the party and not drinking was number 1, or not participating in any substances. Number 1, this could be a positive decision, but things might still get out of control at the party. It's hard to know what other people will do. It might be hard to resist in person too. So these are just some thoughts I had about that. I listed some positives, some negatives, just thoughts, consequences. So the positives, it could be fun, but it could get out of control. You don't know what's going to happen. And it's harder to resist against people when they're standing right in front of you with whatever substance it is. Okay, so number 2. You don't go to the party, but your friends are going to go anyway. So number 2, the thoughts are that I had, I will be safe, but this should be my friends might get mad at me. Okay, so let's look at number 3. Try to talk my friends into doing something else. So the thoughts I had about it are, my friends might agree with me, then we could have fun together. They also might not and go anyway. Number 4, go to the party but only drink. So the thoughts about that are my friends would be happy and I might have fun. I could also get into a lot of trouble or drink too much and have alcohol poisoning. I also might do something that I regret. And then number 5, go to the party and decide to try some different drugs out. So for the thoughts, I could have fun, but I might get really sick. I don't know what is in the drugs or how my body might react. I also could get in a lot of trouble from my parents or even legal trouble. I could also do something that I would regret that I wouldn't normally do. So those are the thoughts about trying the different drugs. Um, so just to explain a little bit about that, your body reacts differently. Every person's body reacts differently. And so just because one person uses a substance and their body is able to handle it, okay, nobody can really handle it well, but they don't have any obvious immediate side effects, doesn't mean that another person's body won't have an immediate reaction. Also, especially with drugs that come from, well, anywhere, you don't know what's really in the drugs or what other chemicals could be in them. So, like street drugs can have a lot of really nasty stuff in it that could make you very, very sick. Okay. The next one is A, act on one. So you're going to decide which one you think is best and which one you would do. So I put, try to get my friends to do something else instead. If they still end up going, I would not go with them. So it's kind of a combination. First, I would try to negotiate, like we've been talking about, like, hey, let's do something else. And if they still wouldn't do something else, then I would, just resist, say, no, I'm not going to do it. Some people might make a different decision. Maybe they might decide to go, but just not try any substances or whatever. But that's the decision that I thought was best. And then L is, what did you learn working through this decision? So what I put down here is that there are always more than two choices. And that's really what I want all of you to learn from doing this activity, is that we aren't locked into these extremes of like, well, it's one decision or another decision. There's usually a lot of different options that are available to us, even if people try to, pressure you by saying, oh, if you don't drink or do drugs, then you can't go to the party at all, and everyone's gonna be super mad at you, blah, blah, blah. But like, as we see, that's not the only two options. There's lots of different options here. So just being able to recognize that there's more than one option for every situation. Okay, so that's that. That's the ideal decision-making model worksheet. Okay, that's all we have for this lesson. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to read your ideal decision-making models. I just love reading your guys' thoughts and knowing that even though we are separated, we're still connecting on this way. And so be well, take care of yourself. Have a good day.